So have you recently bought a house and maybe saw an increase in your monthly payment and wondered why? So let me give you some examples of what's going to change and what's never going to change. So what's never going to change is your principal and interest portion of your loan. That's your fixed rate, whatever you took it out, that's what your payment was based on, the loan amount, all that. That will never change unless you decide to do a refinance down the road. But if your payment changes and you're kind of upset because maybe you don't understand why it did, it's always going to be for two reasons. One, it's going to be for taxes increasing, and it's going to be for insurance increasing. So those are the two elements of your payment that we have no control over. So let's say you bought a house last year and you got a homeowner's policy, and maybe the roof was a little bit older, and the insurance company wrote your policy, and the next year they're writing you a letter saying their underwriters, their companies that they go through, they've made some changes and now they think you need a new roof, or they're going to increase your policy based on the risk of that roof maybe being too old. You're going to get a notification from the insurance company. They're going to let you know that your insurance has increased. You're going to probably freak out and go, oh my God. But they've also sent the lender a copy of that as well. So when the lender gets it, we're going to run it through the escrow department, and they're going to reanalyze what your payment's going to be based on that new escrow insurance payment. Same thing happens with your real estate taxes. When you buy it this year, you're assuming the taxes are going to be what they are, what they have been for the recent seller. So you get the benefit of whatever the taxes are for that first year that you're purchasing that house. But next year, the county's going to go out, they're going to take all the information of all the homes that have been sold and then bought, new construction, resales, everything, and they're going to do a reassessment of the market value for our county, for your county. And when they do that, they're going to send you out what they call a trim notice. And that trim notice is going to give you what the estimated taxes are for that upcoming year. And depending on what the seller paid for the house when they bought it and the taxes that you were paying based off their purchase price, you know, if that seller made a really good sale and they bought it for $200 and they sold it for $500, the new sales price is $500,000 and your taxes are going to go up. Hopefully your lender is going over all this with you when you're going through the application, especially when it comes to, you know, houses that have been owned by a seller for quite a few years and you're seeing the taxes very low because we're going off their previously purchased that house for. We don't want you to have payment shock. We don't want you to be surprised. I'm always going to give you that information up front, letting you know if you're buying a house that has an older roof or an older home, you may see some increase in insurance next year. Same thing with your taxes. So once we get all that information from the county for the taxes and we get your insurance from your insurance company, those payments are then going to be estimated again based on those new payments. So if you have any questions about that, always call your lender because they're going to be able to explain exactly how that escrow was reanalyzed.